Now, when Dalen has joined us on ESPN FC live over the past couple of weeks, we've discussed how there always seems to be one team that nobody expects to be in the semi-final. Could Turkey be that team, or is it now one too far against the Dutch, especially today with Merih Demiral, who scored twice in the previous round's win over Austria, suspended for that vulgar gesture?
Well, to answer your question, it could be Turkey. I think they surprised a lot, in not just the result, but the performance against Austria. I didn't think Turkey would get the better of Austria. I really didn't. But they earned that. They deserve that. My big question is, how much did it take out of them? And on the final whistle, all 22 players kind of collapsed to the floor in what just felt like an emotional and exhausted heap. Such was the effort by both those teams. At the same time, the Netherlands, I say the same thing about the Netherlands every single tournament. The Netherlands are as likely to win it as they are to go out in the group stage. They can be their own worst enemy and be outstanding, and you just don't know which version is going to show up. All of a sudden, I think over the last two games in particular, you've seen the best of the Dutch and players coming to the fore, and I'm thinking no further than Cody Gakpo. So right now, in answering that question, it could be Turkey because, as I say, they have improved as this tournament has gone on, and they've certainly surprised me more and more as this tournament has gone on. But I just think that this version, the good version of the Dutch, the good version that showed up this tournament, will be a little bit too much for Turkey.
Final question before we get to predictions, because I know you want to see Portugal against France. And it goes to Dalen. We're looking to make some money. Any decent bets between now and the rest of the tournament that you can see and point us in the direction of?
Well, the futures are down now because the games are going on, but we talked about this a little bit the other day. Austria was what we were big on before the tournament. LME and we're big again getting to the semifinals because, as you said before, Mark, somebody always seems to surprise there. I think the Swiss are the move. If you take the Swiss to the finals right now, and when these games end and you get there tonight, you get that at good plus money, and I think that's very, very possible. I mean, if they beat England, they have a decent path. They could obviously beat Turkey or Netherlands and get themselves into a final. So I think you've got a good future play there in terms of value. In terms of the game, the Turkey game to go back, they're I think a live underdog too, because I couldn't agree more with Shaq. The Dutch, you just never really know. So I'm going to play double the chance, which is a win or a draw for Turkey. If they can, just in the 90, they can get it done in that regard. So maybe just a draw straight up, but I want to have the win in case something surprising happens. The over goals, I do think you're going to see goals in this game, but it's juiced pretty heavily over 2.5 goals. I think it's minus 130 in ESPN Bet, minus 140 other places I've seen. If you want to lay that type of, lose the value, you want to lay that type of money, I do think you're going to see that. If you get over 3.5, now you're in plus money, but that's obviously a different territory. I do think we may see a fun game without Demiral. It does affect them defensively as well. So goals likely over 3.5, aggressive, but value there. But I think Turkey's live, and we'll see what happens if they can with double the chance.
Okay, give me the two teams, please, that will go through from tomorrow's games. Dalen, you start.
Me? Well, given what I just said in my bet, we're going to go with Turkey. We're going to roll the dice here. all odds in it, fellas. That's what I want. And I'm going with Switzerland, too. So I'm going with both underdogs in terms of what the bets I'm making. We'll see if that actually pans out. I think we may just hopefully go one of two and have the value play and make some money on the day.
Shaq.
England and Netherlands for me. I just think quality rules the day.
And LME.
Yeah, exactly the same. A reminder that Turkey did win that game against Austria, but they suffered a 38% possession, conceded 21 shots. Like, it was just Austin. It wasn't Austria's day. So I'm going with the Netherlands. I think, like Shaka said, they've shown that they're much better. They were actually really good against Romania.